Hello, Dr. Danger Mouse here, and we've got a Mercedes SLK 230, and this one is a R170 variant. It's a year 2000. We're in the cockpit, and this car apparently has an SRS error, so let's have a look. Okay, that's normally through here. Yes, there it is. SRS. Firstly, you need to find out where in the SRS system the problem is. Now, the SRS system covers airbags, seat belts, seat sensors, so it can be quite tricky to diagnose where the fault is. There's a lot of electronics in all that stuff, so you have to go and get a reading from a garage or use an OBD reader on board diagnostics if you've got it. Now that will tell you exactly where the fault is. Now, I had this read at my local garage and they told me that the passenger seat sensor was broken. So to fix a broken passenger seat sensor, there are a number of options. I could replace the seat bed, which is quite expensive and probably not financially viable with a car this age. Or I can use one of these. It's a Seat Sensor Bypass Emulator. And what you do is you plug it into the seat and it tells your car that that seat is always occupied, so you won't get the SRS error coming up there. Another important thing you need to know is that the bypass emulator is totally legal. The reason being is that the airbag will still deploy in the event of an emergency, so it's not bypassing any essential safety systems, and it also means that your car will pass the MOT. You need to make sure that you get a sensor with a plug like this on the end, and they're really quite scarce to come by. Well, for this car they are. There are lots of them out there on the internet, but I'll put a link for this one below so that you can find it. What is interesting that is if you take this SRS fault to a garage, they charge, I got quoted £250 to do this. Now that seat sensor was 43. So let's see if it solves the problem. First off, we're going to go to the passenger seat, which has been identified as faulty. You need to push the seat as far back as it can go because you need access under here. Before we do anything, make sure the ignition is switched off and the keys are removed. We don't want to be working on electronics while there's still power to the system. As you look under the seat, you can see that there are two plugs of interest. One is here and the other one is here. This one here, someone told me that that was a seat belt connection, and it's not. Looking at it, that is actually for the heated seat. Now there's two wires going into it, one is brown and one is black, so you want to leave that plug alone. The one you're looking at is the 3-wire connection here. This one is brown, white and white with green stripes, but that's not normal colours. I'll tell you what normal colours are in a moment. It should be a yellow plug, but because this is a Mercedes, they like really complicating things, and this one is a purple plug. So to get that plug out, you have to reach in and just pull it, like you would a house plug. It's not complicated. So I've just got a grip of it, like that, with my finger and thumb. And I'm just giving it a wobble. There we go. Out it comes. Right, normally the colours on that plug should match the colours on this plug. It should be brown, white and red, but for some reason this section of the wiring they've changed the colours of the wires, but I double checked whether this wiring was right by looking at the back of the connection, and the ones coming out the back of the connection are actually red, white and brown, so I know this is the correct plug. Well, I know it is anyway because there's only two, and the other one's for the heated seats. To fix your SRS problem, it's incredibly complicated. No, it's not. It really isn't. You get the emulator here, plug that side into the emulator like that. Push it right until it clicks. Did you hear that? And that is it. Problem solved. Should be problem solved. Let's go and check it by starting the car. And let's see what's happened with the SRS light. It's on now, obviously, because the ignition's on, but... Yay! It's gone! So there you have it. How to fix an SRS seat sensor problem using a bypass emulator. I hope you found this useful, and I hope you've saved £200 more. Please press like and subscribe if you did. Thank you.